Hi there, and welcome to this webinar entitled ChatGPT and CRM from your inbox. My name is John Carini, and I'll be running the webinar today. Um, Great to see so many people here. This will be an interactive webinar, and if you do have questions and things, please put them in the comments area. And I will ask, I'm going to ask one question right away. And that is what email client do you use? So do you use Gmail? Do you use Outlook? What do you use? And please do answer that. Uh, is everyone hearing my audio too? Let me know if you're not, if you're hearing my audio. If not, I can switch to a different device, but it's all good. I'm trying to bring it up. Anyway, okay, Outlook, I see. Any Gmails? Okay. All right, I'm coming to you from, it's actually Port St. Lucie, Florida. And here in Florida, you play pickleball every morning. So I already played pickleball today. So anyway, especially for those of you overseas, you might have heard pickleball's really kind of taking over the United States. But don't worry, I'll stop talking about pickleball and we'll get started. So, okay, I see a lot of Outlooks, a lot of Gmails. Good, good. Okay, and then one more question before I start Apple Mail. There's one Apple Mail. Is what CRM do you use, if any? And if you use like a spreadsheet or something, put that. Somebody was smart enough. Derek was smart enough to say, maybe I should ask the question next time and say, what is your CRM and email? That would be even better. So maybe I'll do that. But anyway, let's get started. Let me know what CRM you use also. There's Salesforce Dynamics. Okay, great. Keep on going. All right, so let's get started. I'll just show a few slides and I'll get into some live stuff right away, I promise. So my name's John Carini again. I'm with Enterprises. We've been around a long, long time, since the mid-90s, which is crazy long for a software company. And believe it or not, we've been doing kind of this CRM integration with email and calendar and so on for the whole time. So anyway, all right, and here is the obligatory subscribe slide. So please do subscribe down at the bottom. I'll try to do good content. I'll try to keep it up. And the main reason is I really want to tell my kids I'm an influencer. So please do subscribe so I can be an influencer. I'm actually close to being an influencer, but I don't know if I would make that my job title, although it seems like it's a big job title these days. So a little bit about Enterprises product offerings. This slide's getting very busy, but we have these connectors, which is mostly what I'll focus on here, and they integrate usually email and CRM with Outlook or Gmail. And then we support all sorts of back-end CRMs, including Salesforce, Dynamics, Oracle, Sugar, NetSuite, Zoho, Monday. We're coming out soon with a HubSpot one too. Zoho, did I mention that already? And then we have our own iCRM solution. And these things, by the way, these connectors also integrate with ChatGPT, and obviously we'll discuss a lot more about that in just a second. And then speaking of iCRM is our own CRM, and it's like a configurable all-in-one CRM that includes all the Outlook and Gmail integration. It also includes the ChatGPT stuff, and it's like offered at one price. We don't do that thing where you come in at one price and then the next day we raise the price 100% or whatever. We don't play games like that, and you can cancel at any time. It's a great product too. It's good for almost all your CRM needs. And then we have this product called you get a lead from any LinkedIn profile, and it saves it with the real work email address using some form of AI, not the one they put in on LinkedIn, which is usually their personal. And then we have this ChatGPT connector. and that basically integrates your email with ChatGPT and kind of automates the sending and receiving of your email, or helps you anyway automate it. And again, this whole ChatGPT connector is included in all of these connectors for these email connectors. Um, yeah, someone's asking me to repeat something, but if you could tell me what to repeat, which is, you didn't hear it, so it's hard to know what to repeat. I'd be happy to. Uh, but anyway, so anyway, this ChatGPT connector is, oh, the LinkedIn feature, yeah. So that's social insights, and we actually provide some social links inside the CRM, and basically you could go to any LinkedIn profile and save that person as a lead in Salesforce or Dynamics or with our own iCRM. That's what that's about. Okay, so we've won all sorts of awards over the years. We have great customers, big and small. We kind of run the gambit. We have a lot of larger ones, but we also, the vast majority of our customer count, if you will, is smaller customers. So let's talk just a little bit about CRM, and why does it fail, and why is it a pain in the neck sometimes? So usually it's because it's difficult to use, time consuming, overwhelming, and it requires dual entry and training, and then you need an army of consultants. But at the end of the day, it's usually lack of adoption that causes CRMs to fail. And I've been doing this for literally 30 years. I can prove it with the gray hair. So there's a couple of new things we have. Obviously, ChatGPT, which is why a lot of you are here. So we actually include in our connectors ChatGPT artificial intelligence, lets you use ChatGPT to create emails, reply, translate messages. And by the way, the translation that ChatGPT does is absolutely phenomenal, because it like gets the meaning versus just doing a literal translation like so many of these tools. Anyway, I use that all the time. There's also these social media links in there. And then you can do some research on the people that you're corresponding with. Say, tell me about this company, tell me about this contact. And then it also lets you add a lead to your CRM using AI, and it like extrapolates the contact name and phone number and all that stuff, and so on. So that's the ChatGPT features. And we sell a special connector that just does ChatGPT inside your email. It's called the connector for ChatGPT and Outlook or Gmail, whatever. So if you just want those features, you can. I just wanted to tell you about this. We're adding a bunch of SMS features soon too to all the connectors, and we'll have a standalone SMS product. And basically, it lets you get one of those corporate SMS accounts, where it doesn't come from your personal account; it comes from the corporate one, and then you can send SMSs or text messages right from inside your email as you're replying to people and interacting with your CRM. So that's coming soon. Stay tuned. So remember the slide that talked about why there's lack of adoption, and it's just it's the ease of use thing that's the biggest thing. So basically, we're giving you CRM in your inbox, and then we're augmenting it with ChatGPT, and then making it really easy to use. So basically, when you're in your inbox, you're in your CRM, and you have ChatGPT there by your side to help you, like through it all. So we believe that that leads to CRM success, and here's some proof for that. So I love this first study. I won't go into too much detail, but this Inc. study says that people spend 30 hours a week, get this, checking their email, not writing it, checking it, which is absolutely crazy. And so you're spending 3/4 of your work week, assuming you work 40 hours, in just in your email. Then if your CRM isn't integrated with your email, guess what? You're not using your CRM then, or it's not even integrated well. And then these other ones are really interesting too. They kind of focus on ease of use, and this one is also really cool. Companies that make database decisions are 19x more profitable. And what we're doing with both the CRM information in your inbox and ChatGPT is we're giving you more information right inside your inbox, so you can make those database decisions, and hopefully that makes you sell more and more profitable. So bottom line, you've made a massive investment in CRM, and if you don't have CRM in your email, you're just not using it. That's my opinion, but I think it's true. Okay, so the whole idea is to do everything from email. I'm not going to read all this, but basically you could see everything from your CRM in your email, and then you have ChatGPT there too, as to help you as well. And it lets you like save emails, obviously, in the CRM. You can see what's going on with the customer as soon as you open them up. You can create leads when you get a new email from someone. You can use email templates and so on. So this is all the stuff that happens in the user interface or inside Outlook and Gmail. And then there's a background sync too, where you can sync calendars, or you can sync emails in the background without without any interaction as well as contacts and so on. So it's like a two-piece system. So just like your email, you can do everything from your calendar. Same thing, you get everything inside your calendar too. And then let's just go into like why our connectors are better. Well, we use the most modern technology. We don't use cheesy Chrome extensions that break or interfere with other Chrome extensions. Nothing's installed locally. Everything works on mobile, which is crazy. That was always kind of a holy grail item for us. So pretty much full fidelity. Everything you see, I do on my desktop, I'll do on mobile. I'll try to get to my mobile device and show a little bit in a second too. We kind of give you everything at one price with the connectors too. We don't play this game where we say, oh, do you want the professional version? Well, that's this amount. Oh, I'm sorry, you want to do this very important feature too? Sorry, that quadruple the price. No, we sell it for one price, and you get everything we offer at that price. No games. So I'm not going to read this, but a lot of you, this is with regards to our Gmail people. So pretty much all the other solutions that do this connection with Gmail and the CRM or Chrome extensions, and they're just not reliable. They conflict with others. They're difficult to deploy because they get it installed on each and every PC. They're a security risk. They literally can watch you whatever you're doing in your browser, like even when you're on your bank account's website, which is absolutely crazy. They don't work on mobile, and they only work on Chrome. Ours, we use a native Gmail add-on, and in Outlook, by the way, we use the most current technology, which is an Outlook add-in, and they just always work. They work well with other add-ons. In the case of Gmail, their centralized deployment is available, where you can press a button and push it out. Works over HTTPS, and actually both in Outlook and Gmail, this is an important security feature. We communicate directly from Outlook to your CRM when we're sending data back and forth, and directly from Outlook to ChatGPT over HTTPS. We don't store any information in our servers. It doesn't pass through our servers, so it's super secure. And again, we have full mobile capability. It works in any browser if you want to use Safari or Edge or whatever. And this is a really small slide, but this is with respect to our Salesforce leads and customers. So like Salesforce just deprecated their Outlook add-in, and they have something else to replace it. But at the end of the day, like they want you to use this Einstein activity sync, which just isn't very smart, and it's super expensive. It doesn't work on, what they provide doesn't give you a UI on mobile devices. Synced emails, believe it or not, from Einstein are synced into Amazon AWS, and they're unencrypted. They don't show on all the reports because of that. They only keep the emails for 24 months, for 12 months. And then if you pay more, you can get um, if you keep them for 24 months. The way ours works is we save the emails, and if you want to, have an archive routine and delete them, you can, but um, that's not required. You can just leave them out there as long as you want. They take up very little space, and just it goes on and on. Bottom line is, the Einstein activity sync is an okay solution, but they want to charge you $50 a month for it, and then they limit you very much unless you pay even more, which is a kind of the way it works with that. And then we have our own CRM solution too. It's called iCRM. Won't talk too much about this. You'll see a little bit in the demo, but basically it's an all-in-one solution. We import your data as part of the subscription. We configure it as part of the subscription, and it includes the connectors and ChatGPT integration and everything. Okay, so let's get into the live demos. Just give me 1 second to set up here. We had a lot. Let me look back here. A lot of Outlooks, a bunch of Gmails too. So let me start out in Outlook. And then again, if you do have questions, put them in the comments area, and I will try to answer them in real time. So please, let's make this interactive. I'll ask one more question. What are you here for? To see the CRM email integration or the ChatGPT integration into your inbox? Which is more important to you? Please put that in the comments. And what I'll do is I'll tailor the presentation to your needs. And again, if you do have questions and it relates to something we're going to cover, I will try to cover that. I'll do my best. So let me add my screen to this. I'm going to share entire screen, and we're going to do this one. Okay, so this is my Outlook inbox on a Mac, right? So I'm using a Mac, and then this is Outlook for Mac. And you can see up at the top, I have our connectors installed, right? And if I open a message, let's say, this is actually from me, and then I click on the Salesforce connector, you can see it searches Salesforce and actually finds that I am the person who sent this message is found. Now, to get these connectors installed, and I'll get into the functionality in just a second. In Outlook, you click on these 3 dots here, and you click Get Add-ins, and then you search. You could search for our company name, which is iEnterprises, and all our connectors will be there. And then you install them. And sometimes, by the way, this Get Add-ins button isn't down here. It's actually at this top level here. So you can just click, instead of clicking the 3 dots, it's right there. And you install it here, and it installs in your Outlook client. In this case, I'm using an Outlook client, and also, okay, interesting. Looks like a lot of ChatGPT. Great. Some people both. Okay, so you install it in your Outlook client, and then it just installs everywhere else, right? And so if you use Outlook in a browser or on your mobile device, it'll just be there. There's nothing else you have to do. So let's get into some functionality, and I'll switch to Gmail in just a second. Keep in mind, it's almost the same in both email clients. So what I do in Gmail actually applies to Outlook and vice versa. So if I open a message from, I just opened the message from John, and you can see if I wanted to log this email in my CRM, in this case, Salesforce, I just click Add, and bingo, the message is marked. And the message is saved in my CRM. And then I can link it to another object too. And that would be like, I want to link it to an opportunity, but I can link it to anything, including custom objects, right? And then I can also say I want to mark this thread, and then any replies to this will just be saved to Salesforce. And I'll get into ChatGPT right now, but you can see all the related items to this person that sent the message, it's actually me, are down here, any opportunities, cases. This is all coming out of Salesforce. And then let's look at some of the ChatGPT stuff. So I can say, I love this. Maybe I just got a message from John. I don't really know about him that much and his company. I can say, like, tell me about John's company, which is iEnterprises. So this now goes out to ChatGPT right here in Outlook. So you're interacting with someone in Outlook, and you can see information from ChatGPT about this person. And by the way, this is using the latest version of ChatGPT, the paid API, right? So when you subscribe to our products, you basically get a free premium version of ChatGPT included included in the subscription. So I think it's about the same price, to be honest. So it's a win-win. So you can see it returned, oh, iEnterprises is a software company. They make CRM, founded in '96. It's all very accurate. And then it even prompts you and says, oh, you know, these are some other questions you may want to ask about the company of the person that um, sent the message, right? So maybe, yeah, what are some of the clients that iEnterprises had? So it actually used ChatGPT to get the related questions, and then you can just click on them. Yeah, various industries, it's a little basic. Yeah, what makes iEnterprises stand out? I'm actually curious about this too. Anyway, all right, I'll stop with the dad jokes soon. Don't worry. Uh, so it takes a few seconds sometimes. I'm sure you guys all have used ChatGPT, so you know. All right. Wow. Okay. No wonder why it took a minute. So it says here's all the things. I'm going to have to copy this and put it on our website. It's very good. It really is amazing. So you know, that I got some information about the company, right? Using ChatGPT. Then I might say, all right, well, tell me about this guy, John Carini here. That's me, right? And now I'm using ChatGPT to do that. Oh, good. It couldn't find me. That's good, actually. Anyway, it used to actually say more about me. It's very interesting that it didn't pick it up. But let's open up a different message now. So I'll open a message from James Person, right? And you'll see James is asking me. I'm like logged in as Adam. Could you send me some information about your product? I'll click here to open to invoke the Salesforce connector. And something I forgot to mention is in Outlook, you definitely want to pin these connectors. So you click on this little, see the little pin that went blue here? I undid it, now I did it. Because what that does is now every time you open a message, this sidebar will just automatically open. Okay, and it's kind of the same thing. You can see it found James in this case in Salesforce. And James works for this company, and I can click here to log the email, right? And that's it. It saves the email in Salesforce. You can also just scroll down, and you'll see all the other items in Salesforce from that are related to James and James's company, right? So you can see this is the person. Here's all the opportunities that exist for James, all the cases or trouble tickets, campaigns, relationships, everything about James in Salesforce has popped out here. Here's all the emails and activities, meetings and things we've had, and so on. And then, so I logged that email. Maybe I want to open this contact in Salesforce. I can click Open Contact. First, it opens it here in the connector, and you can actually edit it right here in the connector if you want. It supports all sorts of all your customizations, including custom fields and custom objects. Everything's just automatically rendered. But maybe I want to open this in Salesforce. Hang on, just give me one sec. Opened it in another screen. Hang on. Okay, let me bring this up here. Yep, so now it just brings me to James's record here in Salesforce. So, sometimes you may want to jump in and out, and this makes it easy to do that. So you can see here is James in Salesforce. Let me put this up here. Okay. And then I'll bring back up Outlook. Let's look at some more ChatGPT tools. So I'm going to click the little back button. So James said, could this actually question always gets asked. People say, oh, give me some information about your product. And we have so many products, I don't know what they're talking about. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to reply to this email. And I'm going to click reply. And I won't put it in French. And I can say reply to this email and ask them what product they want. Because like they didn't tell me which product they wanted. So I click reply, and it's kind of going out to ChatGPT. It says absolutely, it's a great email. So super great. Especially, I love this stuff on mobile too. Remember, everything works on mobile. So now I can just send this message, and it's really perfect. One other thing, let me pin this. One other thing is I can do ChatGPT tools. Let me do another reply, and this time I'm going to say, maybe this was a French. I'm going to say in French. Yeah, so I got Paul. I'm going to cover that in just a second. Say, okay, yeah. Answer this in French. And it is just so cool. It's incredible. Right. It's amazing. One thing we're going to add soon is we're going to add the capability to like ask for a revision. So maybe ChatGPT gives you a message, replies to your message, and you could say, "Oh, that's really good, but be more formal." Yeah, Russell's asking this. Yeah, Russell is asking. So, like, our product just kind of comes with the ChatGPT subscription. So there's no additional cost. You don't have to like attach your ChatGPT subscription to it or anything. It's just included. Um, um, okay. Yeah, this was actually what Maren. This was actually what I was saying. We're gonna add a screen to when you reply to the message, so you can then turn around and say, make this more formal or whatever. This is good, and so on. Um, Yeah. Someone's asking about ChatGPT and Excel. That's not covered here. Um, Someone's asking, we really cover, like we have pretty much every language covered in the connector, and I'm glad you asked that. You can see down here, English, but these are all the languages that the connector supports. So you can change the UI of the connector, and it detects your language automatically. Usually when you use it. So the connectors are multilingual. I need to put that on one of my slides. Thank you, Petra. Um, uh, okay, so thanks for asking the questions. I'm gonna go back to that one. There's tons of questions here. This one I'm gonna get to. What if your email comes from someone that's already logged in that's not already logged in Salesforce? Well, you can add them. I'll show this one more thing. I know I have one message. Bill. So I got, okay, so I got a message from Bill Gates, and I wish I knew Bill, but he's not found in Salesforce. You see that, Paul? And then what it does is it offers me up the ability to add Bill as a contact or a lead. I can also use ChatGPT to like um, to help me, but I will add Bill as a lead. And when I click add, it actually looks at the message, it looks at LinkedIn, it looks at all sorts of things, and it tries to fill in all this information for you. But then you can just save Bill as a new contact. So it's using ChatGPT and other things to create the contact. I've been in Outlook this whole time. I need to get into Gmail. So let me do that so you guys can see what it looks like there. So let me close that. So here is my Gmail inbox. And just to cover what the connectors look like, they're on the right-hand side here in Gmail. And um, I love this. Sorry, I have to say. Does it do British English without the Z's? I think so. I love it though. The Queen's English. Anyway, so the connectors show on the right-hand side here, and in order to add them, you do this little plus sign to get add-ins. Sometimes you have to click on the three dots. Sometimes it's just showing there, and you do get add-ins. And in this case, I'll put in our company name. So here's all the connectors that we provide. And just so you can see, like, for example, the Salesforce connector has 156 K installs in, this is just for Gmail, not including Outlook, with a really high star rating. Here's our own ICRM product, 127,000 installs, very high rating. The Dynamics one, the Sugar one. And by the way, the connectors for the different CRMs, they all kind of work the same. So I'm not going to get too crazy, going into all the different CRMs. So here's all the connectors, including the one that just does ChatGPT. So the ChatGPT features you see here are only in the are included, and not the CRM features are in this ChatGPT connector. Anyway, you just click on it, and then you click the one you want to add, and instead of uninstall, you'll have install here, and you install it. If you're the Google Workspace admin, you have the ability to install it for your whole domain here if you like. So I encourage that. Why not? Anyway, so in Gmail, it pretty much works the same way. If I open a message and it's from somebody, I can open one of these connectors. I'm going to open the one in the ICRM connector instead of the Salesforce one. I haven't opened it in a while. I hope it's, yeah. And then you can see it looks very similar to the Outlook one, little different. It's found this person in the CRM. I can open the contact and edit it. I can log the email. I just click like that and log it. And by the way, there's a background sync too. So if you want your messages logged automatically, they can be. Okay, and then I can just add an activity or log a call here. And then you can see you can turn on and off the ChatGPT features. Here's that translate using ChatGPT, translate message, using ChatGPT to any language. And then as I scroll down, I can see also there's these social insights here. So here's the social media links for this person that sent the message. I can click on it and see their LinkedIn profile, for example. And then all the related items. This is from ICRM. If I want to open the contact in ICRM, I click there to open it first in the sidebar where I can edit it. I'm going to ask Raj, I'll answer. So I can click then open in CRM. It opens ICRM in a browser. And I won't go too much into this, but obviously here's James, here's all the emails and everything that have been sent and received, and all the activities for James. But this is a full-featured CRM, that kind of has everything you need. It's super configurable and everything. And we offer it just at one price. We provide the consulting and everything to get you up and running at that price. price if you're interested. But anyway, most of our customers use our connector. So back to the connector. Now I'll switch to Salesforce, right? And one other use case would be is if someone sent you a message and said, "Oh, I'm having a problem." That's never happened to me. Just kidding. And I would like, you could actually create like a trouble ticket right from here, for example. So if I click on this little plus sign to create a new case, or maybe they tell me about a new opportunity, I can create a new opportunity. I click on this plus sign, and it actually intelligently, using ChatGPT and other logic, creates a trouble ticket now, or a case for James at this company, and it copies the body of the message um, into the actual problem description and the subject and everything, and you can submit it, and bingo, you've created a ticket. Yeah. Okay, you guys are asking so many good questions. Let me answer this one. Raj Kumar, yep. So if you connect ChatGPT to your personal email, it basically communicates directly from Gmail or Outlook to ChatGPT over HTTPS, which is the exact same way that if you went to chatgpt.com, you'd be using HTTPS, and then we're encrypting it the same way. We're not passing the information through our servers. It goes direct, so it's super secure. That goes for the CRM information too. Everything is sent direct, so it's super secure. Let me see some other questions. Yeah. Yeah, so someone's saying, why are we better? Well, like, it's half the price. It includes the ChatGPT integration. It works on mobile. It's not one of those Chrome extensions that gets in the way of the other ones. I mean, I'm biased, but I feel our connector is far superior to the Salesforce connector, which is very limited. They use a Chrome extension. It's just, and ours is cheaper too. So, yeah, somebody's asking about Copilot. I think Copilot's really cool. And, there's a lot of differences. One of them is Copilot costs hundreds of dollars. And, we're more targeted, I would say. We're targeted at the intersection of your inbox and CRM, and using ChatGPT to interact with your customers, and doing that well. So that's my answer to that one. I love that everyone's asking questions. I really do appreciate them. I'll try to get to them all. Let me see. So someone's asking about calendar. Yeah, and you know what? There were so many questions. I completely forgot to show the calendar integration, and I need to show mobile too, and then I'll let you guys go. So since we're sitting here in Gmail, I can go to the Gmail calendar, but it works the same way in Outlook. Right, I wish my calendar looked like this, and I create a new meeting, right? And then I can invite people, right? And again, it's very similar in Outlook. So I'll invite James to a meeting, I save it, I can send an invitation, right? And then I can open the connector on the right side. And when I open the meeting, it basically works the same way as it worked in my inbox. In the right-hand side, you can see that the person that's invited to this meeting is in Salesforce, and I can log the event. Now, there also is an automatic sync, and the automatic sync will sync your calendar two-way, bidirectionally, from CRM, whether you're using Salesforce, Zoho, iCRM, whatever, and it syncs back and forth. And it's configurable. So some companies don't like to sync both ways, and there's also some configuration around exactly what is synced. For example, if you don't want to sync meetings that are not with your customers, you can do that. So if you have your doctor's appointments or whatever, you don't want to sync them, you can do that. So I really like the automatic sync for the calendar, right? I feel like with email, and this is my preference, I feel like with email, you want to pick and choose which messages go, because there's a lot of junk. but with the calendar, I love the background sync. Hey, you're very welcome, Mark. um, let's see. Uh, somebody's asking. Yeah. How is it with glitches? So as far as I know, there are no glitches, but we've worked really hard to make this thing work well, especially the automatic sync. Um, there actually in the automatic sync, there's some differences between us and Salesforce. For example, Salesforce does not sync recurring items, which I think is almost like a showstopper. We do sync recurring items, and kind of everything else. Let me see if I can show mobile just really, really quick. I got that. Let me see. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so this is my iPhone, but it works similar um, on Android, and this happens to be Gmail. But again, in Outlook, sometimes you have to click three dots in the upper right to get to the connectors. But you could see instead of, remember, all the connectors were on the right hand side of um, of uh, Gmail. They're actually at the bottom instead. Here's all the connectors. And for example, if I open the Salesforce connector, you'll see that exactly the same stuff that was on the right-hand side is now here below my message. And I can kind of open it in a full screen if I want. I love the ChatGPT features in here, right? Obviously, I can log this email by just clicking here to add, right? And it'll log the email. Um, I love the ChatGPT features here, so I can turn them on. And you can see the email was saved to CRM, because like it's hard to answer messages on a mobile device, especially long messages. So it's the same thing. I can just say reply using ChatGPT. I can put a prompt in and tell ChatGPT what to do. Also, reply with templates really cool from mobile, because a lot of times people ask questions that require me to send detailed responses with links and things. So I click reply with template, and then it brings me to the Salesforce templates. Um, yeah, and I can pick this like product information response one, and create reply. And you'll see that it creates a message here, right here in Gmail. And it's got all sorts of links. You can even have images and things. And you can do similar things with ChatGPT too, right? And create very complex replies on mobile. I love this thing on mobile. It's so good. Send the message, that's it. It's sent. Really, really slick. Okay, I'm gonna get off mobile. Uh, I think I covered everything. Let me look at um, the questions. Uh, and Paul, thank you for all your questions. Yeah, maybe you're using a different Salesforce connector. You probably are. You should look for it's called Salesforce connector, and install it. You say ours looks better, but thank you. We try very hard. Um, Anyway, I'm going to go back to the deck and wrap up. Any more last minute questions, please let me know. It's 1:45 and I try to keep these at 45 minutes. Yep, so Paul, if you're using Outlook, download it from Microsoft App Source or do get add-ins. Um, and that's how you install the Outlook one. And then for the Gmail one, I covered it, but on the right-hand side, you do get add-ons, and it shows as well. Yeah. Somebody's asking what it does when you say reply to this message, it sends the whole email body, um, just the email body, not the customer information. and gets the reply. So that's what's sent to ChatGPT. But when you ask other specific questions of ChatGPT, it's not sending the message; it's just getting the question. So here's the pricing. It's $24.95 per user per month if you pay monthly. You can cancel at any time. We don't play games. You don't have to call 5 numbers to get canceled. We don't want you to cancel though. Or it's $20 or $19.95 per user per month, paid annually. And if you do have a lot of users, there's volume discounts. We're happy to help you in person. A lot of times we'll tweak the product, although it's super configurable, right? So we don't usually need to tweak it, but if you need some tweaks, we will do that. And we'll do it as part of the price if you're a larger customer. We really would. Yeah, somebody's asking about every GDPR, everything we do is GDPR compliant. And all our DPA and all the documents are right on our website. So iEnterprise CRM or iCRM really costs only $30. And that includes everything, all at one price. Yeah, somebody's asking if they can get. I don't have a code to give you a month of iCRM for free. You do get 7 days, I think. So all these connectors, by the way, if you download them, you get the premium product for 7 days. So you can do a trial, and I highly suggest that. And then once you sign up for even one user for iCRM, we'll help you import your data. We'll do everything for you, and you can even cancel a month later if you don't like it. So it's a very small investment to get like free consulting. If you went to Salesforce and you said, hey, can you help me implement my CRM? They refer you to a partner who would want to charge you $10,000. So just saying. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up now. If you do have more questions than this, you can email actually sales@ienterprises.com. Please don't forget to subscribe. Again, I want to tell my kids I'm an influencer. And I really want to thank everyone for asking questions. It just makes it so much more fun. It really does. And it makes it interactive, and it's not like, I'm doing this like rigid presentation. So thank you everyone for attending, and thank you for all these great questions. It really you guys made this presentation much better. Okay, so everybody have a great day then. And please join us again for another webinar. If you haven't gotten one of our trials, please do so. And thank you. You guys are saying such nice things. And Russell just says he just bought CRM. Thank you, Russell. We'll help you. We'll try hard to help you as much as possible. Don't worry. Mark says thank you. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I love doing this stuff. I love the interaction too. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up. Everybody have a great day. Shoot me an email at sales@ienterprises.com or install the trials if you need anything. Thanks again. Have a great day.